the field, we bring the energy. Ready to go!
Off the field, I build my brand.
At Jackson State, we make it happen.
They said one story, my brand tells another.
This is Jackson State. This is family.
This is the KC-1400 Collective. Tiger Nation, we need each of you to join the movement.
Be the team behind the team.
Support our NIL collective. Get signed up today.
Visit www.KC1400collective.com. Be our love, go Tigers.
We are trying to build a program for the next 10 to 12 years. It's not something that's overnight. We understand that the NIL and collective stuff has its role, it plays in it, but we are on the forefront of FCS football and attacking the NIL, attacking the collective. We got a very nice payroll at Jackson State, believe it or not. And I mean, our fan support, and we need more support. But we know that that payroll is attached to championships. You know what I mean? So we're not out here trying to recruit kids based on money, but we also want them kids to know if you come to Jackson State and you end up benefiting from the collective, benefiting from an NIL deal, we expect a championship out of you.
That's right. Wait. Before I go any further, hey, if you haven't done so already, make sure you get some of that cat head vodka and get down with KC-1400. Hey, go over there and sponsor with them guys, man. Go ahead, pitch in. Tell a friend, tell them, make sure you get you some of that cat head. Hey, go support KC-1400. Get you some of that cat head vodka.
Hello? What it do, bro? Man, what's up, baby? I'm down here in the NO, man, working this HBCU Legacy Bowl. Man, big dog. What's up with that order? So we got 6 players down here this year.
Oh yeah, we're gonna make it happen, man. Just let me put my spin on it. I bet.
You look like Rick Deuce, man.
Hey, another play.
Ken? That ain't Rick Deuce. What up, Deuce?
Nah, we gotta switch this up.
Hold on one second. Public figure.
Yeah, you clean now. Yeah.
What's good, everybody? What up? What it do? Man, sorry about the couple of minutes of delay on my part. Man, I get ready to come in this thing to get started, and I realize that my laptop ain't even connected. That's how it be when you be traveling all the time, man. For some reason, I thought I did a show Monday from the crib, and I did not. How y'all doing, man? Happy Wednesday. Come on in, hit that like button, share button, subscribe button. Listen, we're going to get this thing popping tonight. We got another special guest. We're going to have a lot of guests all the way up until football season, man. We got a lot of people to talk to. I know my brother D. Corsi used to put them out there. He used to bang them interviews out that weren't live. We're going to bring a lot of the interviews that I'm going to do are going to be live. We bring guests on. I'm excited about this guest tonight. But before we bring him on, we're going to get our preliminaries out of the way, but tonight we got Coach TREY, our new strength and conditioning coach, Theron. Yeah, I think it's Theron UPTIGROW, new strength and conditioning coach. They call him Coach Wear Your Muscles Out. I'm gonna just say it that way. I'm excited to have Coach on tonight. Appreciate him for coming up. This is his introduction to Tiger Nation. Listen, been working. I hope you guys have been tuned into the channel. Shout out to Austin and the whole entire team. Man, we worked We worked our behinds off down in New Orleans, and 6 interviews, 6 former player interviews. We got the General, Jacoby Morgan, Jeremiah Williams, Denario Davenport, Reed Pulliam, DeAndre Towns Blue, Quincy Ivory. Listen, if you haven't had a chance to watch those interviews, please do so. This will be our last live for the week. I will not be live on Friday. Just simply, I'm pacing myself. I want to make, now if something happens and some pop off and I feel like I need to come on live, I will. But I need you guys to go watch the content. Watch the content. Watch the content. Just keep watching, watch the content. We got a lot out there. We're going to chop some things up. Still got some more stuff that we want to drop. A lot of things that I probably will put out on Friday to give you guys, keep you guys entertained, keep you guys rocking and rolling, man. Appreciate you, bro. Man, listen, shout out to those gentlemen, man. Shout out to all 6 of those guys. We love them. We appreciate them for taking the time out of their schedule and sitting down with us and doing that. We try to come and give the support. And it's so great because, again, I just love it. I love it, man. I love doing it. Hey, man, great interview with Denario. All of them were just heartfelt, but that one was very was emotional. You know what I mean? It was. And as I stated, I like to be real, raw, and just authentic, man. And I try not to be as scripted. Sometimes I get in trouble with that, not being scripted. You know what I mean? And thank you. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. We're going to keep it rocking and rolling. We're going to keep it going. So listen, man, we got Coach TREY coming up tonight. But before we get started, do me a favor, you guys. Hit that like button. Hit that share button. Let everybody know that we live. I'm going to just tell you right now, finger sign to the haters that's going to probably come in the chat and spam the chat tonight. I ain't going to give you no words tonight. I'm going to just do that preliminary. I got to just do it every single show because there's always seems to be some idiot that pops up in the chat. But what it do, brother? What it do, brother Terrell? Hey, but listen, man. Listen, if you want to support the channel, we got an initiative that's going on right now. It's going to be we got a special project that we're doing at the university. Very, very creative. Listen, if you are part of the collective, if you are in the collective chat, turn your notifications on because we're communicating something very, very big that's coming down the pipe that we're doing for the university at the university, and you can be involved in that. And the way to be involved in that is to Givelify. So you guys, I'm telling you, it's going to be pretty awesome once we get this project done. I'm not going to speak to what that is, but just know, listen, the communication is happening in the KC-1400 NIL collective chat. Just go ahead, and if you're not a part of that, if you're not in the chat right now, do me a favor, shoot me an email, and I'll send it over to you. Listen, if you signed up, and we need more signups, we need to continue to sign up. Don't lose the momentum. Don't slow down, man. Don't do that. Please don't. Keep the momentum. And I know this is kind of a dull period for us right now, but listen, if you are signed up, if you're part of the collective and you want to be a part of the conversation, shoot me an email. I will get you a link to the chat so you can join the chat and be a part of that as well. So appreciate you. Loving the socks. My cousin said he got 2 hits. Great interview. Watched all of them. I love. Thank you. The job you guys do is always first class. Hiking the street. I appreciate you guys, man. It means everything to us. If you guys aren't watching and aren't tuning in and aren't appreciating the work that we're doing, it's kind of in vain. You guys can see and hear what they say and what it means to them. So it's a blessing to be a blessing to those young men and women. We have officially signed 5 new brand ambassadors to the brand. That puts us at a total of 26 right now. No, you haven't. I have not introduced any of our new ambassadors for the season yet. I have not. I have a very fun idea of what I want to do with those announcements and how we want to do that. But I think what I'm probably going to do, we will have ambassador spotlights where we will feature a brand ambassador on a live stream. We'll come up, we'll introduce them to you guys, and we'll have a few words with them, what it means to them, quick little interview, and then we'll let them get on about their way. So that's how we're going to do it. And then we'll put it out there on social media, so forth and so on. Huge shout out to our channel sponsors, Cannon Toyota of Vicksburg, Cannon Nissan of Jackson. Thank you. Auto Masters. Listen, if you're in the market for a vehicle, you're looking for, listen, they can go to the auction and get you what you're looking for. 601-927-7794. Shout out to Timothy Poe. I saw you in the chat, big bro, as well as Terrence Miles. I appreciate you guys, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Listen, we're on our road to 10,000 subscribers. We've eclipsed 9K. Listen, once you get past 9, it's time to go for 10, right? So the only way we're going to get there is if we find new subscribers and those who are not familiar with the channel. We're putting the work out there. And listen, everybody, this is a different time we're in right now. It was a State of the Union address last night, whatever you want to call that, right? The world feels a little different right now. It's a lot different. I understand. We tend to pay attention a lot more when there's controversy, whenever it's somebody saying something that's funny. I think everybody's recalibrating right now, trying to really get back in the flow of things. People kind of paying attention to other things and just in their own little bubble. But we're going to continue to do the work. And thank you, Brother Poe. Oh, wow. Man, blessings and prayers to you, brother. Hopefully everything works out and everything is good, man. Just do it. Just due to the haters like T.I. doing 50. Man, he is toaster strudel cooking 50 right now, which is just crazy that 50 normally be the one that do that. But listen, man, we got about another 10 minutes before we bring our guest up. Listen, we were 619 gold members away from our goal. Yes, was it an aggressive goal? Heck yeah, it was. But the beautiful story in all of this is that we have over 100 gold members that are signed up. We're gonna hit this goal. We need to hit this goal, but we're gonna continue to do it strategically and one sign up at a time. So listen, the link is in the chat. Okay. The link is pinned to the chat. If you're not signed up for the collective, find you a level. Click that link, find you a level, get active, man. Get active, get active, get active. I'm telling you guys, it means everything to these men. Listen, I've had some players come up to me that want to partner with us, want to be a part of this thing. And it sucks to say no. It sucks to say we can't, and the only we actually can. But the only way we can is we need those who are not actively involved to continue to support, continue to sign up. Is there a deadline? No, actually, we're going to run this thing the whole year. It's actually up to you. It's up to the donor. It's up to the person that support. We don't know what your financial situation is, what your budget's like. So we made this thing is from the $250 a year all the way up to $5,000 a year or more if you want to, right? But every sign up matters. Every sign up matters. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed it is, man. Yeah, man. I love it. Love it, man. We're gonna keep it moving because I don't want to get stuck because we've got a lot of things I do want to touch on. But listen, we got some really cool stuff coming down the pipe. We got a couple events that's going to be hosted at Cat Head. So listen, if you need some of that Cat Head KC-1400 special edition, head over to the distillery, man, at 422 South Fair Street and grab you one of those bottles. Only $30 a bottle. Portion of the proceeds go back to the collective, right? As well as Greenwood Whiskey. We're at Jasco Wholesale, 2014 Terry Road. Go get your Greenwood, or you can click the website, greenwoodwhiskey.com. Plan on being at the SWAC men's and women's basketball tournament. Supposed to be partnering with Greenwood with an event, a little mixer that's going on middle of the week with them. So more information to come for those that are in Atlanta. Definitely plan on doing something. So come out. Plan on doing something. Definitely come out. Head over to pointcitybrewing.com. Get your old-fashioned syrup or Tiger Rita mix. Put that request in. Try to agree. It's good. Yep. It's good stuff, bro. It's really good stuff. Don't forget, man, we have a limited supply of socks. If you haven't purchased your socks, man, click your link. Look. Go grab your sock. I think somebody dropped that link in the chat. You can scan the QR code. You can go to KC-1400 Collective, whether on Instagram or Twitter, and the link will be on there. You can show you how to purchase. Let's sell them out. Let's go ahead and sell them out. And then we also have some inventory on hand. So if we catch you at a basketball game or something to that effect, we'll have some on us. If you want to grab them, then we will definitely be able to continue to supply throughout this off season. Come football season, we are going to ramp it up and rev it up. So appreciate everybody. I have worn my red pair so far, but I love them. I love the look of them. The socks feel amazing. I love all the communication in chat for those who have purchased them. But keep it coming, man. Keep it coming. Again, we got Coach TREY coming on tonight. Get your socks, people. They feel great. That's right. All right, listen, man. I got a couple birthdays, man. Happy birthday, man, Coach Javance Jones, man. Coach, the real Javance Jones. Happy birthday to you, Coach. Also, Mark, man. Mark Kanger. Mark is part of the he's a support staff for the football team. Does a man of many hats, right? Does a lot for the program. Shout out to Mark as well as Javance. Happy birthday to both of them. A lot of birthdays on the day, and also got another birthday out there for Miss Glass. Ticket lady. Happy birthday. I know it's your birthday. Yeah, they didn't football didn't put no flyer out there, but I know it's your birthday. So I want to say happy birthday to you too. Love you, sis. Happy birthday, man. A lot of birthdays on the day. Them Pisces, man. All right. Okay. Listen, while we talking about tickets, man, make sure you guys get your season tickets. Get your dang ticket. Oh man, we just got to sign up. Shout out to we just got another gold member. So that puts us at 618 to go, right? So shout out to the new member that just came through. But grab your season tickets. Jack State Football got plenty of media out there all over social media. Pretty funny video that Austin and his team put out today. I don't think we've clipped 1,000 in sales just yet, but grab your season tickets while you still can. Listen, I know many of us like to walk up on game day and buy your tickets. You can save yourself a lot more money if you decide to go ahead and get them now. General admission 170 this year. We got 5 home games. Of course, reserve starts at 235 and box starts at 300. Listen, and also you can go ahead and grab your tailgate as well as your parking. Do what you got to do. Be proactive as you can be. Get it on out the way, right? But let's get that popping. That video today was hilarious. Yeah, it was, man. Austin's team does a really good job, man. I wore my red pair today. They feel amazing, thick, and comfy. All right. Good deal. Good deal. Hey, listen, save the date, April the 9th. So listen, camp start next week. Spring camp starts next week for JSU football. We're going to, obviously, you know how it goes. We got 15 days, and then we will conclude April the 11th. April the 11th will be our blue and white week. It will be our spring game. More information to come for that. But mark your calendars, man, and come to the game. Come and see our Tigers, man, as they prepare. And our guest tonight is going to be a major factor in how we prepare and get prepared for the 2026 season. But we'll bring him up within the next few minutes or so. But listen, A.D. Robinson has the W.C. Gordon Ashley Robinson 2026 Spring Golf Classic. April the 9th is going to be Thursday at the Refuge. Registration at 8 a.m. They're going to kick off at 9 a.m. $250 per person, $1,000 per team. Great marketing event, great networking event. If you haven't participated before, sign up. Come check it out, man. It'd be a great time. We plan on being in this. We're always there, so we plan on being there this year as well. But looking forward to it. That'll be April the 9th. So I'm pretty sure there'll be some more events coming down the pipe this weekend, but make note of it. Make note of it. All right, what else we got? So what is this, Monday? Salute to service. I want to say this is Tuesday. No, this is Monday. Monday night, man. You got Jackson State taking on UAPB on SWAC TV. This is the Salute to Service basketball game. Honoring UMMC. That's a lot of weird stuff going on, man. Look, they hacked UMMC. I don't know what's going on. Got somebody that hacked the system, man. And it's been for those of you who work at UMMC. I know this past week and a half has been a bit challenging for you guys, man. But nevertheless, moving right along. Baseball, just last 2 wins, took on Tougaloo. Pretty dominant. Actually pitched a no-hitter as a team in one of these games, man. So shout out to Coach Omar and the Jack State baseball team. Yeah, I said UMMC is in a real bad situation. Yeah, it is. It is, man. It really is. But congratulations to them. Let's keep it rolling, man. We also beat Yale the other day as well. Fell short. We failed to Grambling, I think 8-7 by 1 run. Had a late rally. We came in towards the end and wound up eventually losing that game. But starting to get things, we're starting to get healthy, starting to get in a good rhythm and a good flow. So big expectations for the JSU baseball Tigers this season, man. If you guys haven't had a chance to check out these interviews, man, got a chance to sit down with Jacoby, man, make sure you guys listen after the live stream if you haven't, if you ain't got nothing else to do. All tomorrow, click the link, go watch all of these interviews, man. Sat down with Jacoby and Jeremiah, sat down with Denario, sat down with Reed. These are all our former Tigers that's exiting DeAndre Towns Blue and finished up with Quincy Ivory. Look, all these guys are brand ambassadors who have they represented the brand very well, and we can't all we can do is hope and that they fulfill their dreams at the next level. But without further ado, man, listen, we got a special guest tonight. As always, we're gonna keep this thing rocking and rolling. We got Coach TREY UPTIGROW, our new strength and conditioning coach. Tell a friend, let everybody know that we live, man. So let's go ahead and bring Coach up. There he is.
What's going on, baby? What's going on?
What's happening, man? How you doing, Doc?
Good, man. How you?
Man, I'm all right, man. I'm all right, Coach. You ain't whoop them up too bad tonight, did you? Today, did you?
Nah, not today. This week was more of a unloading week, so I'm trying to get their bodies back fresh for that first week of spring ball. So took good care of them this week, but every other week prior to, we had to get after it. So.
Well, Coach, man, introduce yourself. Give me. Let's start with the enunciation. Your full name. I know we say TREY, but what is it? Is it Theron?
Yeah. So my real name is Theron UPTIGROW, but I go by TREY. Most people know me by TREY.
Gotcha.
Growing up, I just was going by TREY all the time. My middle name is actually Dontre, but my parents always called me TREY, so everyone just kind of grasped that concept. And then growing up, man, people always was like, your name is just so unique, So I try to tell people just go with TREY just so to prevent the butchering. But I get it, so I get it. It's all good.
No, you good, man. You good. So, Coach, man, this is we appreciate you for coming on. I know we connected a couple weeks back, and just you were, just very open to coming on. And what we try to do is Jackson State. We just try to make sure we give that official intro. The photo went out on Jackson State football page, but we wanted to give you an opportunity to come on and just say a few words, man, so we can get to find out who you are beyond Google. You know what I'm saying? Who is the man that's in the room that's putting this work in? And I got a chance to sit in on the session before we went down to New Orleans on Thursday. And I was impressed just with the one of the things that stuck out to me, Coach, was I like this core of guys that have come in. I think we brought in some really good football players, not just from a playing standpoint just yet because we haven't seen them hit the field, but just more so from a character, leadership, some older guys that's serious about winning, serious about taking the work, taking the instruction, and getting after it. So how has your acclimation to Jackson State been thus far for you, Coach?
It's been a pretty good adjustment. Being an HBCU graduate, being around a lot of HBCU football, I'm not new to it. I'm true to it. So
Yes,
used to getting it out the mud. Jackson State is definitely one of the premier HBCUs in the country. So they treat you well. It's a good place, good people, great coaches. You got a good group of kids, like you said, man. And all those things make the process so much easier, so much adjustable. So I just, hang my hat on that. And I take it as it comes and just run with it, man. I'm a graduate of South Carolina State University, so pretty familiar with Jackson State University, man. So
yeah. I'm
and
pretty sure Kobe and the rest of the Tuck and Kobe, I'm pretty sure they're like, yeah, y'all always got to come to South Carolina to get something. Hey, man, listen, it's a lot of good things come out of South Carolina, man. So keep going, Coach. I ain't cut you off. But
nah,
shout
it's
out
all
to all
good.
my brothers from out there in South Carolina, man. Good stuff.
Oh yeah, no doubt, man. But it's just the HBCU background, man. It makes the process so much more easier. Understanding that, work with the resources that you have, and learn how to do a lot with a little bit. So that's my biggest thing.
So, Coach, when did you finish up at South Carolina State? Did you give us a little bit more meat on the bone? Were you a former player, football player? Like talk to us about your journey into college, and we'll build it up from there.
Yes, sir. So, um, originally signed to play football at South Carolina State, 2016 out of high school. Tore my meniscus in my sophomore year. So the process of me coming back to be a football player from tearing my meniscus didn't just go as planned. So I had to activate plan B. And honestly, I went into college thinking I was going to be an engineer, went to school to be a chemical engineer. um, I got on campus and they threw me in pre-calculus. So my mind instantly changed. Chemical engineer no longer in the plan. So let's switch up. Let's switch it up to something different. And of course, like I'm big on sports. I love sports. So I was like, let me see what I can do to stay around the game. And that came down to coaching football or doing the behind the scenes work like strength and conditioning.
Yeah.
And going into it, I never really knew anything about strength and conditioning. I just always knew, football players have to work out. So around in 2018, the fall of 2018, I went to our weight room at South Carolina State and went ahead and just started an internship. So that was
Okay.
the start of my junior year. So the start of my junior year, I just went down there, asked to be an intern and learned the ropes of it, and pretty much took that and ran with it for the last 2 years. I graduated in 2020, COVID year. So it was a pretty big adjustment as far as especially like that last year when COVID actually picked up and everyone had to go home that last semester. So that kind of threw a wrench in things for me. But I just, you know, shout out to the coaches that helped me develop, Coach David Irby and Coach Keith Swift. David Irby is now the director of strength and conditioning at South Carolina State, and Keith Swift works at Wofford University. Those guys actually took me under their wing and taught me everything that I know. Built a good foundation on my strength and conditioning knowledge base, and I took those tools and ran with it. Put my own spin on things as I matriculated through my career, and pretty much made me to who I am today. So.
Wow. Very very good track. So you jumped into it. You, like I said, you got done in college 2020. Very, man, it was just a man, talk about that real quick, coach. We just talking tonight, man. I always tell everybody, man, overshare, just be
Right.
long-winded as you want to be. I ain't gonna tell you to stop talking. That's what we do over here, right?
Yeah.
But man, how different was the world, man, in 2020? Very difficult time for all of us, man. COVID. You finished school during that time. I relocated all the way across the country during that time, man. But wow. Do you feel like, let me say it this way, how do you think things change? Because I think the way we socialize, everything just changed after 2020, man. Give me your thoughts since you were in college and finishing up and graduating and proceeding into your adulthood during that time.
So it was definitely a big change as far as socialization, graduations,
Yeah,
like the businesses that were open. It was so much that changed during that time, especially it happened so abruptly, right? You
yeah,
thinking like we go to fall, we go on Christmas break and come back to school, and it's just like this COVID thing is going on. Someone's sick here, someone's sick there, social distancing here. We got to wear the mask.
yeah,
Um, football workouts, and even the other sports, you had to do so many people in a space at one time if your space wasn't so big. Man, it was pretty difficult to navigate, but at the same time, you still had to kind of, find a way to get things done. And for
yeah.
us as students at the time, it was more so, okay, we're about to graduate. And if you were in pretty intense classes at the time, you didn't really have that one-on-one in-person help that you needed. Because during that time, that spring, after spring break, which is usually about the second week in March,
Yep.
they told everyone, don't return to school. We just
That was
shutting it
it.
down. It was over with. So we in the middle of just,
Kobe had died. It was just, man, bro. It was,
right, right. So we in the middle of, trying to get our degree so we can walk across this stage, and it was just different. It was something we never experienced. Um and we talk about it all the time, like when they write a history book years from now, COVID is going to be something major in that history book. And we always all of my classmates, we look back at it and we're like, man, we really made it through COVID. Like our graduation was a video. They just played a video slideshow of who you were, your degree, and you had a quote, like something that you just wanted to say, something that would be like in a high school yearbook or even a college
Yeah.
yearbook. But it was just different, man. It was different. Even like, and I'm a part of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. I
Okay.
also I also crossed my senior year. So even with that, we had to do a video probate, so everything just kind of went uh kind of digital in that time. And I think it just carried over into the present time where everyone is always on their phone. Everything is done from the phone. I mean,
Yep.
you can't even go in the store and actually look at furniture in the store anymore unless it's like a bigger furniture store. But you have to do everything online, from shopping to social media to advertisement. Everything now is digital. It's a digital age, and I understand. I get it is more convenient, but at the same time, I think it is taking a little bit from society as like it should, especially for the younger kids coming up. Man, like I remember being in elementary school. We had accelerated reader program. Like they
Yeah.
made us read books. Now
Yeah.
it's like you can listen to the book. Like back in the day, you had to like listening to a book, you had to actually buy that, like buy a tape or something just to listen to
Yeah.
the book, man. It's just so crazy how it's changed now. And I'm older and I look back at it and I'm like, man, like things have changed so much that the society it kind of gets past society without even you thinking about it until you really reflect on things. You're like, man, I remember this was like this, now it's this. uh just everything, even down to grocery shopping, man. You can
Yeah.
do you Everybody does pickup orders now, so
Yep.
it's just
Yep.
different, man. It's different.
Man,
It's
well
different.
said. Well said. I think yep, I think 2020 is that bookmark. I was actually in Austin, Texas, man. We hooping in I'm playing in the Lifetime Fitness Ultimate Hoops League. I still remember it like it was yesterday, bro. Remember we watching the NBA. Rudy Gobert does the little press conference. He's touching all the microphones and stuff, and he's like, COVID. Then next thing you know, the NBA shut down, everything. The world just stopped. It's like, whoa.
Right,
So that was crazy, man. No football that year, obviously. We
right.
didn't have a season at all, man. And we wound up changing coaches. We get Coach Sanders comes in, and the rest is history with that, man. But listen, let's talk about post graduation. What do you do? What happens after you graduate? You're in the middle of COVID. You just got your degree. Man, the world looks weird. How did you proceed with your professional journey? Was it still you were done with football? I'm going to take this strength and conditioning route. Talk about where you were in your decision making process during that time.
Okay, for sure. I was thoroughly immersed in strength conditioning after one semester of doing it. I was thoroughly immersed in it. I knew directly, like, this is what I want to do. I want to make a living out of doing this right here.
Okay.
So post graduation, I had to work for about a year, just a normal job, normal 9 to 5, just to make ends meet. And then I was already certified coming out of college. So you do have to take that certification test to be a certified strength conditioning specialist. That's
Okay.
the only way, pretty much the only way you'll be able to actually get a job in the college sector or professional sector. So went ahead and got certified before I even left college. So once I graduated, that certification was automatically valid. So about a year post graduation, going into 2021, I ended up at Western Kentucky. So
Okay.
it was like a part-time position, football only, working under Jason Veltkamp at the time. And pretty much just, it started out good. I'm like, okay, I'm here. And I spent 2 months there, 2 months before Mississippi Valley called, and I actually got the head strength and conditioning coach job there. So like it was a quick change. I had to mature very fast.
So this is under
Um,
Coach Vincent Dancy.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Keep
Coach
going.
Dancy was
Keep
there
going.
at the time.
All
So
right.
I had to mature very fast. At the time I'm probably 24 years old, and I'm pretty much running a whole athletic program, strength and conditioning by myself.
Wow.
The kids are close to my age, so that's already some adversity being thrown at you.
Yeah.
Um, I knew what it took to be a director, but at the same time, I think I probably rushed myself into that position a little too fast, and that's just me being completely transparent about it. I thought I knew more than what I did,
Okay.
so it was a bumpy road for a while. I'm in the Delta of Mississippi, never been to Mississippi, never been to the Delta of Mississippi. So definitely a big scenery change. I'm from South Carolina. It's definitely, wooded areas, this country, but at the same time,
Wasn't like that though.
it wasn't like that. So I was like, man, this is a big adjustment, big adjustment. It's great people down there though. I'll say that it
Oh
was great
no, no
people.
doubt.
I met great people in the Delta
Itty
of
bitty.
Mississippi,
We
but
call it itty bitty, man.
yeah, itty bitty, man. So hey, I'm down there and I'm like, wow, culture, like not even a culture thing. It was just more of a scenery shock. Like I'm like, man, like this
It's
is
all right. It's
different.
all right. Coach, you know what? It's all right to say it, man. You were depressed. I get it, bro.
Yeah,
I'm messing
it was different. It was
with you. I'm
different.
messing with you. I'm poking fun at them Valley Delta Devils, man. We rebuke the devil over here, man. But keep going.
Yeah, it was definitely different. But I had been in situations like that as far as like the resources and what they had to offer as far as equipment and strength and conditioning. So I did that for about a season, right? Um I had to end up moving back closer to home for personal reasons during that time. It was a lot going on in my life after post graduation. So dealing with some personal stuff back home, I ended up having to leave Valley earlier than I wanted to. So following my department of Valley, I moved closer to home in North Carolina. So I was about 3 to 4 hours away from home versus 10.
Yeah.
So went to North Carolina and took a job with the US Army doing strength and conditioning there.
Okay.
So that was definitely another big change. So went from working with athletes to working with service members. And it made me look at the field totally different. So now
Mm,
I'm in a different environment, different type of athlete, um, different demand of duty. Like of course it's not uh military personnel doesn't do the same thing that a basketball or football player does. Like it's
correct. Yeah.
totally different. So I had to make quick adjustments there, just using my knowledge and knowing, okay, this is what this branch of the military does. This is this person's specific MOS. How can I translate that to strength and conditioning? All at the same time doing this job while trying to stay relevant in the sports side of it. Because
Mm,
it's definitely like in our field, it is definitely a split. You have guys that are tactical, which is military, law enforcement, firefighters, that type of thing. Then you have the sports side of it. So trying to stay relevant in sports so I don't get, lost in the sauce. But at the same time, I have personal things going on and my family always come first. I'm big on that. So
yeah.
I'm working through these personal things, but at the same time trying to stay relevant. So I'm battling that. But I did that for about 8 months, 8 months strong. And I mean, like, I was on the pilot program of it. So they had just rolled out this program of strength and conditioning into the US Army. So it was new to them. Service members didn't really want to relinquish that power of having to run the workouts and letting the professionals come in and actually show them the ropes like, hey, do it this way, try this versus push up, pull up, sit up, run, because the Army had a big history of injury rate. So that's why they rolled out this new program to get professional strength and conditioning coaches in there to decrease the injury rate and at the same time like make the overall smoother process and take some work off of those service members plate. But I did that for about 8 months, and now this is rolling into 2022, so we're in 2022 at this point.
Okay.
um got a chance to get even closer to home because personal reasons, like things still were going on with me, so I had to get closer to home, even closer. So I took the director job at Allen University,
Okay.
SIAC conference, small division 2 in Columbia, South Carolina.
Nice.
So And at this point in my life, I'm like, okay, I'm back into the sports world. I'm back where I want to be, and I'm close to home. So like at this point, I made moves so fast in my career. I did 2 months here, 6 months here, 8 months here, and I'm like, man, I'm steady jumping around, jumping around. But on our side of it, it's like they want to see like longevity on your resume. They want to see that you can stay at a place for a year, maybe 2 years, even three. So at this point, and that was advice coming from older coaches that I know. So at this point in my life, I'm like, man, I really need to settle down and like get into this field and do it the right way. Don't even look at the money, look at the opportunity. Chase
Yeah.
opportunity at this point. And one piece of advice that God gave me, he was like, hey Trey, you keep chasing that money, it'll run from you. So I'm like, I'm like, you're
Get it
right,
right.
you're right. I was like, yeah, you're right. So let me not even look at dollar signs. Let me chase the opportunity to grow as a coach. So like my whole persona switched when I got to Allen University, right? It was a similar setup to Mississippi Valley as far as resources, not necessarily environment, but just resources in general.
Mhm.
So I kind of already was in the situation before, so I'm like, okay, I know what to do. Like I know how to delegate this, logistically work this. I know what would work in this setting, what wouldn't work in this setting. So I took all of that and just ran with that, right? So as I was at Allen University, I worked the whole athletic department, no assistant, just me. So I'm running about 13 teams, and that's between men and women, right?
Yeah.
I did that for a full year. I finally hit a year on a job. Finally, after three different spots, I finally hit 1 year on a job, right? And I'm like, okay, one goal met, right? So following Allen University, the guy I actually interned under at South Carolina State, David Irby, he called me back for a full-time spot at South Carolina State. So I'm
Nice.
like, heck yeah, man, let's go. So went down there to be the director of Olympic sports performance, right? Pretty much working with all of the Olympic sports and assisting with football. So got there in 2023. That was Coach Buddy Pugh's last year before retirement.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm back at my alma mater. I'm from Orangeburg, South Carolina, so I'm in my hometown. The
Wow.
perfect situation. Just the perfect situation for me. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I definitely could spend some time here. Like it's nothing to worry about. I'm where I want to be. I'm where I need to be at this time in my life, and I'm getting to do what I like to do. So boom, I'm there for 2023-2024 season. So went to the Celebration Bowl of 2024, of course. We played Jackson State. And then the crazy part is in 2023, we played Jackson State in the MEAC SWAC Challenge. So I'm like, wow, that, and I'm saying that as I come here, like, wow, looking back at it. But 2023-2024, South Carolina State University. Then following that, I go to Florida Atlantic University, assistant strength and conditioning coach of football. So did the full season there. I didn't make it a year, but I actually started January of 25 and made it all the way to about November of 2025. But made it through that whole piece, and then um, also during 2025, this is something I skipped. Also during 2025. I went to Los Angeles Rams training camp for 2 weeks doing the Bill Walsh Fellowship. So I got
Okay.
to actually see it done at the professional level. Got to see guys like Matthew Stafford, Jimmy Garoppolo, Devontae Adams, Jared Verse, Braden Fisk, all these big name guys actually put in work during training camp and saw how they did it at the next level and
Hmm.
how could I implement that in my career. And I noticed a difference in the mentality of how they approached strength and conditioning and sports medicine. So I'm like, man, I really see, I really see a big piece that needs to be added into my arsenal.
Hmm.
So I'm taking what I saw done at the LA Rams, and now I brought some of that back to FAU. We kind of chopped it up about it, and we kind of, took it and ran with it. So we were already in a good relationship with our sports med department, but we actually took it to another level. And then when I came back from the Rams, I had so much material that they gave me from just being there. I'm like, man, I got to keep this with me for life, for life. So after that, I did the full season at FAU. So finished FAU, get the job at Jackson State. So now I'm here, right? And I'm blessed to be here. I'm happy to be here, excited about it, really fired up to be here, man, and get things going. But that was kind of my journey from
Mm,
post graduation up to now. It's a bit much of moving parts, but I had to realize, man, if I really want to grow in this field, that I need to slow down and really look at it and say, like I said, don't chase money, chase opportunities. And chasing those opportunities got me to where I'm at now. So
man, very well said. You've done a great job of just kind of walking down your resume, making that thing come to life for us. Quite a few questions jumped out, but I'll start here. Coach, how you got to Jackson State? Let's talk about that piece of it. Opportunity comes open. Let's talk about what you can share as far as how did you hear about that opportunity? Who did you speak with? What made you? What was the thing that made you say, you know what, I'm going to leave Boca Raton and I'm going to head over to Jackson, Mississippi?
yeah, so the director of strength and conditioning for football at FAU is Brandon Lee. Coach TC Taylor and Brandon Lee worked together years ago at North Carolina Central.
Ah,
So they were pretty much always locked in. Um, and the way I got to FAU with Brandon Lee was I met him when I first started interning back in 2018. I was still a student, and the coaches I was working under, we would go visit other universities, go connect with coaches, bounce ideas off of each other. And at the time, Coach Lee was at ECU, East Carolina. So I met him there, got his number, and we stayed in contact over the years. So it just so happened when he got the director job at FAU, he called me. He had called me previous times throughout like my matriculation, but it was just like I couldn't make the situations work at the time. But at this moment when he called and he said, I got a full-time spot for you at Florida Atlantic and I'm at South Carolina State, I'm like, okay, level up, step up, level up, going to be an assistant, but it's another level of football. So I had to take that opportunity. It wasn't even about the money. It was just more so I'm taking a step up the ladder. It's not a lateral move. Like, and in my mind at the time I'm at South Carolina State, I'm like, I also had an offer to go to Albany State to be a director, but I'm like, I feel like that's more of a lateral move versus me making uh a upward move, a forward move. So I took the opportunity to go ahead and go to FAU with Brandon Lee, and him and TC kind of talked about it. I guess the position came open. Coach Lee called me like, hey, this position is open. Are you interested? I'm like, heck yeah, man. Like I'm familiar with it. Like
yeah,
I see the culture down there. I'm like, HBCU background guy, like it's the perfect situation. At this point, I'm like, now this is what you call a upward move from being an assistant FBS to going to be a director FCS. Like that's an upward move. Like
yep,
some coaches may look at it like, nah, you should have stayed FBS or this or that. But in my mind, going to be a director and running your own program at a high level at a premier university makes more sense to me than staying an assistant. And if he didn't believe in me and believe that this was a great opportunity, I don't think he would have, put it across my table. So that's kind of how that happened.
well, very well said. Somebody said Coach Taylor always got a connection. He does. He really does, man. Coach TC is got quite a few years in this coaching game. That's one thing about the coaching community. It's such a tight knit. It's almost like a fraternity. You know what I mean? Where you got a lot of gentlemen that's in the same profession. But let me get you. Let me ask you this, Coach.
Mhm.
You accept this role. You come to Jackson, Mississippi. Jackson, Mississippi is going to be your home now. Give me your first impression when you first walked into you parked that blue building, man. It says Jackson State weight
Yeah.
facility, whatever it say on the wall. What was your first impression when you first walked in that weight room, and give us your first immediate thoughts about, all right, I'm home now. Now it's time for me to put my stamp on this program and take it to the next level.
Right. I walk in the doors of the weight room and I'm like, I see the facility. And I'm like, okay, one of the better facilities in HBCU football, 100%. I'm like, this is more to work with than I ever had in my career, except for maybe Western Kentucky, but I wasn't really running the show. But at any other place I've ever been, this is nicest facility, most equipment I ever had. I'm like, I already know how to do a lot with a little bit. It's time to go to work. Like, it's time to get these guys ready to go. It's time to chase championships. The standard is the standard. And I know the culture here is built on winning championships. It's championship or nothing. Like second place doesn't count. Second place doesn't count. So my mindset was just like, it's time to go to work. And it just so happened that I knew Coach Jeremy Evans, who's on staff at Jackson State in the strength and conditioning department. I already knew him just based off connections over the years from South Carolina State and, just knowing coaches in the network. He already kind of gave me a rundown of what we had, what it looked like, what we need to do, and what direction I should probably go in. From there, it was just like once I walked in the doors and I smelled the gym, I know what time it is. It's time to go. Like, I'm ready for these guys to come in. They can come in right now and we'll get active. We'll get to it. So it was just
Yeah.
like, let's get it out the mud. Let's go handle business. I know what me and Coach TC talked about prior to me coming, and I know I had a vision in mind. So I come in the doors and I'm ready, man. Like HBCU means so much to me because I went to one. And
Yeah.
I understand like the culture of it. A
It
lot of
matters.
people don't. Yeah, like a lot of people don't understand the culture. Like some people didn't go to HBCUs or haven't been around them a lot, so they don't really get that it's bigger than you, it's bigger than all of this, man. It's like it's a big community, it's a big family. And then Jackson State University is the university in Jackson.
That's correct.
So like this is the city. So you got to take that with pride and you got to wear those letters with pride, man, and you got to do what you got to do to get the job done.
You just said a mouthful, Coach. I don't think I have to say anything to add to that. I think you're spot on, man. It's just different. It's very different. I do want to do this, just kind of, you mentioned something, and I do want to just kind of take this moment to just shout out AD Robinson and the athletic administration, who I know a couple years ago we renovated the weight room, and the weight room was an eyesore for a while. And I know our previous strength and conditioning coach before Coach Watson, Coach Beef that just exited, it was Coach Mo Sims, who was under Coach Prime.
Yep.
And the floors weren't very what they needed to be, and we have the money to invest in the renovation. And our previous strength coach, Coach Beef, come to us, and we were able to. We talked about this on the phone, Coach, when we talked. We did a special project within the renovation to add a little bit of extra branding to the equipment that was coming in. So the name plates, the all of the plates that got Jackson State on that, we were able to, thanks to the supporters of this platform and all the JSU Tigers, man, we raised $50,000, man, in I want to say 12 days, man. I think it was like 8 live streams, bro. It was nuts.
Yeah, that's
But
crazy.
I want to make sure I say that because you just said something that I think Tiger Nation should be absolutely proud of, and that is because we get numb to this stuff. We forget. I ain't forget how bad it was. You know what I mean? So with that, I know if I could have a conversation with Coach B and with Coach Jalen Watson, he would say, you want to leave things better than how you found it. And I thought he did a fantastic job of putting his stamp on that. So you can come in and take that bull by the horn, and now it's time to elevate and do that. So I can't just let you skate by the facility piece and not at least touch on that out of respect to all those who had a major part into that. But let's move on, Coach. How do you feel about this team, right? I know you've had a chance to begin to work with them, and I know we haven't seen them on the field just yet, but we brought in quite a few players. We lost about 40 players through graduation. We had quite a few of our starters hit some key role players hit the portal. So we got relatively a pretty good new team coming in, mixed in with some returning impact guys. Give me your thoughts on this team, this core guys that you've been touching and working with since you've been at Jackson State so far.
Yes, sir. Definitely a new team. I think we have a great group of guys, and that's just character, just like you said earlier. The character piece, knowing the expectation, knowing the standard, knowing what the culture is, knowing how we operate as Jackson State football. That alone helps this team stand out, right? Yeah, like we haven't put on helmets or pads or anything yet. That's coming. But at the same time, just based off the work we have been doing this winter, um, I think we're in a pretty good spot, man. I'm excited to see these guys actually play football. I think they're ready to play football right now. They worked their tail off for 6 weeks now, and they're pretty much ready to go. Um, Along with the returners, those new guys mixed in, we look pretty darn good, man. And I'm just ready to see it, man. I wish people could just, I wish we could just live stream a training session and just see these guys actually get after it, man. But we're gonna have
Coach, we
a
might
good
have to do
season.
that, man. You just gave me an idea. Coach Taylor, Coach O got to let me. They got to give me some. Let me put some eyes in there, man. Come
Yeah,
on, man.
man.
Do it. Go ahead.
Hey, man. I mean, like these
Tell you
guys are
what.
working. These guys are
Tell you
working
what.
really.
I'm sorry. Forget that. They need to let Austin mic you up in a session and just put a camera in there and just put it on the Jack State football page. Trust me, it'll go viral. I know it will.
Oh yeah, I already know, man. But they're working really, really hard right now. You have older guys in the room that are pretty much taking this thing and like putting their stamp on it and they have pride in it, man. They take it serious. Like they know how last season went, and they're not trying to have a repeat of last season. It's all about not repeating, being better than last year, and that's just championship. That's all we talk about: winning the championship, week by week, stacking good days on top of good days to create a consistent I want to say a consistent schedule of just being great on a daily basis. And that's what I tell the guys all the time. We have to consistently stack good days to have a great outcome. We can't be inconsistent. Each day has to be great. And this team is just different, man. It's a different team, different mindset. I've never really been around a group of guys to where I could probably turn my back and someone in the room would take over like, hey, this is what we got. Let's go. Like, let's keep it rolling, man.
I love that.
I really love these guys. They work really, really hard, man. And I'm just excited to see them actually go play football. Like, we still got another phase to go, another 2 phases. We still got to get through spring ball. We still got to get through the summer. But at the same time, that foundation that we have built over these 6 weeks has really elevated the mindset of the team. And they're in pretty good shape. Bodies are changing. So, man, it's gonna be a sight. It's gonna be exciting.
I was just about to ask you that. How are you like? I know to give you, I guess your early assessment on the transformation already. I'm seeing some of the guys look totally different, but I guess speak a little bit more to that. Like, I guess the question would be more so, if Tiger Nation was to have some sort of expectation, what should they expect our players to look like come week one? Once we get through these next 2 phases and you pretty much got a whole off season in preparation we heading to Nashville. We ready to put them pads on against Tennessee State. Talk to us about, what your vision is as far as getting that team ready and in shape and ready to go into battle.
Right. So the vision is to keep them healthy throughout the whole spring, right? For these 6 weeks that I had them in the winter of just straight training, it was all about growth. Put some size on them, get them big as possible, get them strong as possible, and keep them mobile as possible, and get them in tip-top shape in the safest way possible. So it was all about pretty much just building a base on them. I was hitting them with a lot of volume in the weight room, and they'll tell you like, man, coach was hitting us with reps of 10, reps of 12, but that's all to build a base. Even in the conditioning, I'm putting a lot of yardage on these guys. Of course, the yardage is built up over time, and I'm kind of talking in strength and conditioning terms, but
No, I'm following. Yeah, go
yeah.
ahead.
But putting some yardage on them and increasing that yardage over time to where it was all about work capacity. That was the big theme of the winter, work capacity. Like, how much work can we put in to build this base going into spring ball so you can get through spring ball and be in a pretty good spot. We're in a good spot right now as well. So following, like, once we get through spring ball, going into that summer, we're going to go back to that foundation of work capacity. For that first half of the summer is going to be work capacity and strength work. So we're trying to get these guys more size, get them stronger, but at the same time, keeping them mobile. And we're going to implement a lot of speed work, and the conditioning is still going to be tough, so they're able to consistently go without getting tired. And then going into, once we get near fall camp, that's when we put more emphasis into our power work, our explosive work. Now we're trying to add that twitch to the guys. We want them to be able to change direction fast. We want them to be able to fire off the ball faster than they already were, increase their range of motion in that first step out of their drive phase. Like, all of these different things that we're doing to just translate to football. And it's all a process, man. You don't want to try to throw it all at them at one time. You got to let them get good at things first before you move to the next thing. But with the base that we already have built, everything will just build off of itself. And you should expect to see fast football players, big football players, strong football players, and mobile football players. The guys will be able to bend, they'll be able to change direction, they will be able to fire off the football, and they'll be able to hit somebody in the mouth over and over and over and over.
Man, I love it. I love it. I love it. Coach, I'm just, look, man, I see that roster we got. You got some really good frames. I must say, you got some good plays, especially on that defensive side of the ball, but also
Yes, sir.
the trenches, man. But you said something that I was thinking to ask next. It's the speed versus the strength debate. You know what I mean? Like, when you're building a championship football team, how do you balance between, being stronger or faster? You know what I'm saying? Because usually the mindset is, for those of us who maybe not experts in this particular industry, you think that, hey, if I put on more muscle, it's probably going to slow me down, and that's always that debate. Do I cut muscle to get faster? Like let's talk about the speed versus strength, or how do you get bigger, stronger, and get faster all at the same time? Like, what is talk about the science of that preparation.
I got you. So, like, if we had a pyramid, right? Let's just break a pyramid up. Like, if we had a pyramid, at the bottom of that pyramid is just functional. That's just functional movement, technique work. Like,
Okay.
are we doing this movement correctly? And just, how is this movement proper? Is this a good movement for this sport, right? It's just all about functionality. That second piece of it is hypertrophy, which is growth of the muscle, right? So you always want to start with teaching. Functionality is pretty much your teaching space. Then you go to hypertrophy, is where you put the size on guys, right? But along with hypertrophy comes strength, and strength is that next piece on that pyramid. And at the top of the pyramid is power and speed, right?
Mm.
So the way I look at it is, I can't start at the top of the pyramid without hitting everything that comes before it. And that's why, as a strength coach, we look at, okay, if I have 6 weeks to get these guys where I want them to go, how effective can I be in 6 weeks and work through this whole pyramid, right? And that's kind of how you build your plan. But when it comes down to the science of, like, the speed and the strength, you can't work power and speed before you have the strength, right? That's kind of how injuries happen. You can't go into a workout and say, okay, this is a new team, right? Imagine if I came into this team and just said, oh, we just need to be more explosive. We don't need to be that strong. We just need to get fast, right? These guys they'll be trying to produce force that they don't have the strength to produce.
Okay.
So now I have them in a strength deficit, but I'm trying to get their body to produce so much force, and they can't produce that force. In their mind, they're like, okay, I can do it. But physically, their body cannot produce the amount of force that they're trying to produce. And now I have an imbalance. I'm working on this piece and I'm missing this piece. And now it becomes, you didn't meet them in the middle, or you can easily get injured that way. You want to be strong. Like, you want to be strong first. Then the speed comes. And I know a lot of people say, oh, if I gain weight, I'll lose my speed or whatever. But in my opinion, if you're strong and you were already fast, you're only going to get faster. Like, you have to be able to produce force. You can't produce force without strength. It's just impossible. Like, you have to be strong enough to produce the amount of force that you're trying to produce. That's why we do the Olympic lifts. And we do different things in the weight room. We might pair a squat with the jump, or we might do a bench press pair with the clap push up or something like that. There's a time and a place to work on power and speed. Speed is something that you work on. Like, it takes months of work to get faster in actuality. But in my mind, is like, if I can get them better at acceleration, they automatically will be faster. It's all about getting them better in 10 yards. If you can improve how you run in 10 yards, you will be faster.
Yeah.
Because all speed is we're timing how fast you can run in whatever amount of yards, right? And typically everyone wants to time 40s and 10s, but I don't really care about the time of a 40 unless we're working combine or pro day prep. I'd rather take your 10-yard split to see, are you getting better in your first 10 yards of work? And there's plenty ways I can measure if you're getting more explosive, because I can put you on a vert jump test, right? You may jump a 30. I test you 6, 7 weeks later, you jump a 32. Like, okay, we're doing something right here. We're doing
Yeah.
something right in this phase.
Yeah.
So, and that's the thing, like, you have to be smart about when you test and what you're testing at what and what phase you're in. If you're in a strength phase or a heavy hypertrophy phase, you can expect your explosive numbers or your testing metrics on like jumps and runs to be a little lower, because we're hammering something totally different at this time. Like, we're putting so much stress on the body in hypertrophy and strength phase that speed and power doesn't necessarily even, it's not a thing right now. We're trying to build strictly strength and size. Once we hammer that, then we can transition into speed and power work. And they kind of meet in the middle, but at the same, it's gonna be that point in your phase where you're like, okay, we got size, we got stronger. Now let's take that weight that we're strong with and start moving it fast. Now
Yeah.
we're taking a heavier load, moving it fast. That's kind of where they meet in the middle. Then once you get over that hump, now you're taking lighter weights, moving it faster, pairing those movements with more athletic movements like jumps and bounds and 10-yard sprints. And now we're actually going into that speed and power phase, to where now we work on top end speed. Now we work on flying 10s, flying 20s, and broad jump testing, vert jump testing. You want to be in a good point in your training cycle before you try to test things. Now, you can use testing early in that hypertrophy and strength phase to make sure that you're putting enough stress on the body. If you want to know, okay, am I working at proper intensities? You can use testing metrics to, help confirm that. But I wouldn't use those testing metrics to say, are we getting more explosive in the strength phase? That's not the point of what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people get lost in the sauce with trying to be fancy and doing all these different things, having all of this equipment, this technology. Man, we have velocity-based training in our weight room. We have timing gates. Like, we have everything we need to do testing. We have hamstring testing. We got force deck. We got jump mat. We got vertex. So we can do all the testing that we need, but we're going to test at the right time of the year to make sure we're doing things properly as we go along. If that makes sense. I know I threw a lot of information out there, but
I follow along. I mean, not, I can follow along very well with what you just said, Coach. Not sure if, I think the terminology, it makes sense when you explain on it. But what was coming to mind to me, Coach, was when you start looking at you talked about being at the Rams camp. When you look at somebody like a Jared Verse, a big defensive end, or Aaron Donald, these guys that carry this mass, but they move so freaking fast. It's like, how in the heck? I was thinking about it like this, Coach. We was watching me and my buddy K2 Dub, we was looking at Ole Miss play against Miami, right?
Right.
And we looked at that. No. I take that back. It was Ole Miss, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
SEC championship, was that correct? Did Ole Miss win somebody?
Yeah,
Man, we looking on that field, we was like, oh, that's different right there. Them boys over there got size and speed. They moving at a different pace over there. You get what I'm saying? So that's when you're seeing it in motion, it's starting to make sense because you're explaining it from a nuts and bolts standpoint of how you build it. Basically building a base. Now that I got my base right, now I can stack it. You get what I'm saying? Other stuff get a lot easier, which is going to transition in a couple of things that I did have. So, Coach, what are some of the traits you're looking at? So, like I say, you look at a player. Give us a couple of traits that you say, man, I could turn this guy into something. What are those things that you're looking at that makes you feel like, you know what, give me this amount of time and I could take this particular guy? Better way of asking this question is when coaches be like, this is good clay. I just need to get him in the weight room and get him right. Talk to us a little about that.
So if I look at a guy, right, and I'm like, okay, the genetics are there. That's potential, right? It's my job to bring out the potential in that individual through athletic performance. So if this guy, let's just say we have an offensive lineman, right? He has long torso, short legs, and he has some long arms, right? So that means in my mind, I'm like, okay, he has a short torso, shorter legs. I know he could probably bend well. He should be able to squat fairly well because he doesn't have his limbs are not as long, but his torso is. So he has a lot of frame to fill out. So now I know, he's probably frail upper body. He has a room to fit about 20 or 30 pounds on. So in my mind, I'm like, boom, focus more on filling out the frame while just continuing to build his mobility on his lower body. Fill out his frame, build his lower body up. And before I get into all of that, genetics is a big piece, right?
Yeah.
You get a guy whose parents, his mom might be 5'6" and his dad is 5'8", and you get him and he's 5'9". 9 times out of 10, he's not growing anymore. Like that's just what it is. You got to maximize all the potential that he has right there. Like I can't make him into a freak, but what I can do is tweak something here, tweak something there to make him better in the sport. I can't directly make him better at football because at the end of the day, if you're a wide receiver and you can't catch the football, the weight room cannot help you. It just won't. But what I can do, I can get you quicker in your steps. I can get you a little more twitchy. I can get you off the ball faster. I can get you in and out of your breaks quicker. Like those are the things that I can do. So when I see a team, right, and I don't necessarily look at individuals, I see a team, and I'm like, okay, I'm looking at this team. I'm like, what does this team need, right? I'll ask the head sport coach. In this case, it would have been Coach TC Taylor, and he wants to see the guys bigger. We're doing before and after pictures. So they took their befores. They just have to take their after pictures. So we're looking for size. So I went straight into it like, okay, we need volume. And with volume comes strength. They'll get strong by putting size on them. But it's always about that analysis of the whole team. You can't really just look at the trenches and be like, okay, they need this, but this need that. Like this group needs this. You have to kind of put it together and say, as a whole, what do we need to focus on? And once you hit those few points that you feel like, okay, the team needs this, you build out a program over a year and you attack those points, but at the same time, don't steer away from the fundamentals of strength and conditioning. You implement the goals and the things that you're trying to achieve within a solid built program. You never want to get away from the fundamentals, but you have to throw little tweaks here and there to get exactly what you're trying to get out of the guys.
Yeah.
So,
man, very well said. I'm loving it. I'm loving this, Coach. I really am. I'm also being a little nerdy in this too because I'm learning. You know, you can see some things. It's been a minute since I played basketball all my college life and high school. So, you know, strength and conditioning for that side was a little different than football. Let me ask you this though, Coach. The SWAC season is pretty long. It's pretty long. One of the things that comes up quite a bit when, like, how do you balance when to lift weights during the season? You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's almost like I know when we were hooping, man, you had to be in shape for the season started. If you were trying to get in shape when the season started, you was in trouble. You behind the eight ball. But I want to make sure that I not just balancing the weightlifting piece, Coach. I want to talk about, because a lot of people don't understand that a strength and conditioning coach plays a huge role in injury prevention. You kind of touched on that, but I wanted to get some kind of your philosophy on how do you balance lifting weights during the long season, all at the same time while still trying to keep the guys healthy. That's what I'm saying.
Right. So in season training, definitely. So, like, okay, let's back it up to the summer, right? Top of the summer. All right. You have volume and then you have intensity, right? And they may be up here. And well, I'll say this: intensity may be in the middle, volume may be here, right? As the summer goes on, that intensity picks up and the volume begins, they kind of start meeting in the middle, right?
Yep.
And that's just like I'm working through my phases. If intensity's here and volume is here, that's we're growing. We're trying to grow muscle. But as intensity meets volume, now we're working strength. And as the volume comes down and the intensity comes down as well, now we're working speed and power. We just want to see speed on the bar. Everything we're doing is fast movement, right? So going into fall camp, that's when intensity intensity is at a halt, but volume comes down. So now we're still moving some decent weight, trying to maintain the strength that we had, but we take the volume off of them so they're not so sore or so beat up from weights that they
Yeah.
can't perform in football. Because at that time, once fall camp hits, football is priority,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Weights is just the maintenance piece. Weights is what's going to keep them where they need to be. So if you look at it, it's really intensity and volume, and you manage those based on what activity they're doing football wise. So in the summer, there's really no activity for football. All they have time to do is train. So we can kind of do what we need to do, experiment how we need to experiment,
Yep.
and make that team who they are going into fall camp. Once we hit fall camp, that's not time to build strength. That's not time to build speed or power. That's time to allow them to be able to play football at a high level, but maintain the gains that we got in the summer, right? And as you move through fall camp and you get into week one of football, or week zero, rather, um, from there, like it's usually a 3 day, 3 days a week lift. You have two actual lift days, and then you have one day where it's more so like, okay, and that's the day after the game where, okay, let's get our legs back up under us. Let's do some pump work. Let's get our bodies back. Let's just get some movement. And it's all about movement on that day. But just to give a quick layout of the week, like, okay, Monday, let's just say Monday is an off day. We'll lift on Tuesday. You have lift and practice Tuesday. My Tuesday lift will be my lower body stuff. Like that'll be the day we squat. I'm a total body guy in the weight room. So we do total body every day. You will hit every part of the body every day, whether it's upper body, lower body. We're gonna mix all of that in one. I'm not a big fan of we're doing all upper body this day, all lower body this day. We play a sport where you use your total body all of the time. So I'm big on total body workouts. So like that early part of the week is going to be probably somewhat of a banger lift. Like it's not going to be something I did in the summer, but we have to get after it early in the week. Like that's just what it is. We have to squat early in the week and maintain our strength. We're working between a 75 to 85% intensity, and it's going to be 3 reps here, 2 reps here, 3 reps at this intensity, 2 reps at this intensity, and kind of doing like maybe 4 sets, right? Just keeping the volume fairly low, but keeping the intensity high. And that's just maintaining our strength. And that's what it's all about, maintaining the strength. And in between that lift, what I'll do, I'm going to hit the hamstrings. I'm going to hit some back work. We're going to hit our neck work, and I'm going to take care of the shoulders and the knees and ankles joints. Like, and that's it's really that simple. Like, you don't have to make it so complex. You hit your main lifts. You still do somewhat of some of your power work, your rate of force development to keep them twitchy, and from there you hit all the parts of the body that you see common injuries in football: knees, ankles, hamstrings, shoulders. You take care of that, and you throw on your neck work to prevent your concussions and your stingers and all of that stuff, and you roll with it. Thursday, we will lift again on Thursday probably, and that will be my upper body day. We do upper body closer to game day. That way, lower body is not taxed because you're going to get taxed early in the week from practice anyway.
Yeah.
So why not go ahead and get all the hard work out the way on the front end of the week? So on the back end of the week, we feel good going into game day. Thursday will be a bench day. Of course, like I said, we still gonna get some type of rate of force development to keep that twitch. Um, we'll do our upper body work. Again, shoulder, hamstring, knee, ankle, back work, neck. Boom. It's just that simple. And you keep that formula rolling for your 2 lift days during the week. And Sunday is just their recovery day. Get their feet back up under them to go into Monday. So they got that Monday recovery day and they had a Sunday recovery day. You get 2 days of recovery, then we hit it again Tuesday going into that week. And then like on bye weeks are weeks that where you can get after them just a little bit. Not saying let's go back to summer style, but we can push it a little bit more just so we know, okay, we still are in a good spot as a football team. So, and you manage that over the season while throwing in mobility here, mobility there, staying in contact with sports med to make sure guys that are on the injury report are being properly taken care of, making sure nagging injuries are being handled. If you got any major injuries, God forbid, we make sure they're taken care of. We're trying to keep them on the field. The best ability is availability. So it's
Yep.
all about keeping them available through that long season. And then come bowl time where we get like a little week, like you get that week before bowl. Now it's like, okay, best week of preparation got to be right here. And like I said, I'm not going back into off-season mode, but at the same time, we got to be prepared for that team that's coming out of the MEAC, because the MEAC gets a week of preparation while we play SWAC championship.
Yep.
So they get a full week to do some work that we didn't get to do. So now you got to kind of adjust for that to ensure that you can match the intensity of that team as well. But in a nutshell, that's kind of what a layout would look like.
Very well said, Coach. Very well said. So let's take it off of the technical stuff and let's get into some personality stuff real quick. Who are some of the guys, man, that's attacking the grind right now? I know, however you choose to do it, but just when you go in there and the demand is high, who are just some of those guys right now that you can throw out that's just workout warriors, man? No, just hitting it hard, looking good while doing it.
Oh man, let's start with defense, right? Defense.
Okay.
You got Swipe Marshall.
Swipe.
You got Terrence Hibbler, Jalen Foster. You got Cam Salas.
Yes, sir.
Oh man, so many dudes. Stan Cook. Stan is really standing out. Like he's been
Go
head
now.
down. Yeah, man. Stan's killing it. Stan is killing it for sure.
Wow.
Who else on that defense side of the ball, man? Ja'Cory Hargan, linebacker.
Okay.
Man, I don't want to skip over anybody, so I don't want the guys on my butt about it, but I'm trying to make sure I hit every single person.
You know what? I would say it's their fault, because if they ain't killing it like that, if it was really grinding, I'm being facetious, but
Yeah.
the head at the top of your mind. But go ahead.
Right. Let me see. I worked through the linebackers. Keith Bass is working pretty hard.
Easy. Okay.
Yeah, KB is killing it. Let me see. I hit the DBs, D-line, Terrence Hibbler. Make sure I admit. Oh, Duke Clayton, man.
Come on, Duke.
Duke Clayton, he a dog, man. Those are some standouts on defense for sure, man.
Okay.
That whole DB group, to be honest, I give kudos to that DB group, man. They get after it every day for sure.
Love that. That's
going
good
on
news.
the offensive side, man, you got both quarterbacks we have on campus right now, Lockhart and Tyler, they're both working hard. Nate Blunt in the running back room
Come on, Nate.
is
Let's
going
go, baby.
crazy.
I'm rooting for Nate, man. I need RB1, baby. I need you to be 1,000-yard back this year, Nate. Come on, baby.
Man. Nate Blunt is killing it, man. Workout warrior for sure.
Let's go.
You got Jonas, Kobe Paul,
Okay.
Nate Rembert, Jabari, man.
Okay.
Lil Welch, man. He just came in with us. Lil Welch, he's a new guy, yeah. So
okay.
he's killing it, man. That receiver group, another group that I give kudos to, man. They go get it every day. O-line, man. You got Melvin Collins, Chico,
Yes, sir.
Jaquan Bolden,
Okay.
Aiden Martinez, man. Yeah, man. Shoot, those guys. Quay Davis is doing pretty well. He just came back from some sickness, but
Yeah, I know he had to school for a minute.
yeah, he hasn't shun away from anything though. He hasn't backed down. He's trying to just get back into doing what he does, you know.
Yeah.
But DQ has gotten a lot better over the weeks as well. I give him kudos for that. Little out of shape to start with, but definitely has gotten better. He's in a way better spot now than he was previously. And I appreciate DQ for that. I applaud him, man. Good work. But pretty much, man, that's in a nutshell, those are the guys right now.
Man, I like that, man. I thought you would have said Christian Aiken, man. Christian been out there.
Oh, man, CA. Man, I forgot about CA, man.
Because I know gonna be like, come on, coach. CA the first to everything. You know, I see him out there. He running the campus right now, man.
Nah, man, yeah, you might be right. Because CA, if I have open gym on Saturdays, CA is a guy who comes in every Saturday faithfully. If it's an open gym, CA is there. Oh, man, I forgot. Wide receiver Lockhart working his tail off. Messiah Blair as well. Like, I didn't want to skip out on any guys, man, but, like, it's just – I feel like the whole team is working on another level, man. It's a well-oiled machine right now. These guys feed off each other, so it's
just
lovely.
Sitting in there watching was impressive. I'm telling you, it was, man. I just, like I said, I have retired my blue and white glasses, like we would say. I'm not giving anybody any extra nothing. Everything's got to be earned. I was talking to KT Dub today, and we was talking about something. I said, Dub, I don't care what anybody did at their previous stop. I don't care what you did last year. My eyes is going to tell everybody what I see when I'm standing on that track at camp and I'm watching them put the pads on and do what they do. If you want my assessment, if you want my kudos, you got to do it on the field. I don't care what the stars were. I don't care. You got to put it on the field, and that's what we're going to do. Coach, I know we getting close. I got few more questions I want to get in, and then we're gonna let you rock out. I did have one question. I want to get your thoughts on this. What is in your own words, how would you assess the difference between a good weight room and a championship weight room? Because it is a difference. And I say that this way because, man, that Prairie View game, and I don't mind saying it. I'll give you a couple of games where we lost games, and it just felt like we got out physical. Felt like we got out physical in that game. Felt like we got out physical when we played South Carolina State in 2021. That we had more talent, but for some reason, man, we got punched in the mouth, and they just kept punching us, and they wouldn't stop. Just kept punching us. We kept thinking they was going to stop, and they just kept hitting us. It's like, damn, they separating right now. So tell us the difference between the two, because we'll be like, that's what we throw around. Man, we got to get in the weight room. We ain't strong enough. Talk to us in your own words about good weight room, championship weight room. What does that look like?
Right. So good weight room. You're doing it. You have a good program. Like, you have great ideas. You're doing everything the right way, but there's no accountability. There's no intensity. There's no attention to detail. Right. There's no want to. There's no grit. There's no mentally tough or mentally stressed. Like, there's no stress situations in a good weight room. It's just like, we're doing good work, like bare minimum. Championship weight room, there's gonna be intensity, and it starts with the coach. Like, and that's one thing about me. I'm gonna coach at a different intensity. I can give another coach my workout program, but if they don't coach it at the intensity that I coach it at, it's not gonna work for them. So number one, intensity is big. Challenging them mentally. Something simple as doing push-ups. Can we stay on the whistle? What and I say whistle down, whistle up, and count and sound off. Can we do that as a team? If one person moves or gets off track, we have to start it over. Like challenge them, challenge them.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. I love it. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
number three is like accountability. Who's like being able to see, did you skip a rep? Did you do all 10 reps? No,
Yeah.
you didn't. Are you going all the way down on that chin up? Are you doing the right weight that you were told? Um, are we even taking roll? Did we acknowledge that every person that's supposed to be here is here?
Yeah.
um Number four, the details, right? Knowing that if I say, hey, this is an underhand movement, but you do it overhand, that translates to football. Knowing that now at this point you're being undisciplined, which ties into my next thing, that would be discipline and detail are hand in hand. um Another thing about championship weight room, can the coach control the room? Does the coach have the attention of the athletes at all times? When I blow the whistle, does everyone stop exactly what they're doing, turn their heads, and wait for instruction? Um, and lastly, to be honest, a championship weight room has to be player led,
Yes,
right?
sir.
It's coach driven, but it's player led, right? So the guys have to know, you're working on a rack with a guy. It may be three coaches in the room, and we have 40 athletes. Of course we can't see everybody at one time. I can if I stand at the front of the room, but then I'm missing technical things that I'm trying to coach on. So are we player led enough to say, hey man, you need to put more weight on the bar. That's not your correct weight. Or hey man, you didn't do all 10 reps. So that's just another piece of it. But definitely, and it's also the mindset, man. Champions have a different mindset when they come in the weight room. They know this is strictly business. Like, I'm not here to hurt you. I'm not trying to just physically exhaust your body. I'm trying to physically prepare your body for a brutal game, for something that you have to do over and over. And Coach TC hit on it today. We do all of this work in from January to August for 11 games.
Yeah.
We do all of this work for 11 games and trying to get the extra two. So, like, that's the difference. Like, knowing that all the work we put in prior to is going to show up later on. And it's all a mindset, man. I tell the guys all the time, everything is a mindset. You tired, it's a mindset. You're hurting, not injured, it's a mindset.
Mm.
You think you can't do another rep, it's a mindset. Like, just look at it as, if you're telling yourself you can't do it, then you won't be able to do it. But if you can tell yourself, hey, I got more in the tank, don't save it. Just don't save it. A championship weight room does not leave money on the table.
Love that.
So
I love that, man. You actually, it's almost like you our mind is in sync, because my next question, and I'm getting to the back end of this thing now. I wanted to understand, Coach, how much is strength and conditioning mental versus physical? You were just actually saying that, but how do you build toughness without breaking the guys down? You know what I mean?
right. So honestly, man, you just, like, for me, the way I get that out of the guys is coaching at the intensity I coach at. Everything I do in the weight room is always on the whistle. Every set is on the whistle. I stop them before we move on to the next thing. I explain it, make sure they got it, and then we're back on the whistle. So for me, it's all about intensity, because I use the weight just as much as we run conditioning. I use the weight room as conditioning too. Like, if we're in a block, you need to be exercise, back to the top, exercise, back to the top. Like, yeah, I give you rest time when needed, but at the same time, it's constant work when we're in there. And that's already challenging in itself, to constantly do exercise, and go back to it. And the thing about it that's so unique, the way I set the workout up is, if I got three exercises in a certain part of the workout, those three exercises will hit different parts of the body. So that means it's not like we're going from bench press to push up to where you're using the same muscle twice and I
Yeah.
know you're going to fatigue. I'm hitting three different parts of the body so that I know you can do these back to back constantly without saying, oh, I'm fatiguing in this area, because it's three different parts of the body. You work hamstring here, quad here, chest here. And doing it that way, I ensure that, okay, I'm not taxing one part of the body, but at the same time, you have to constantly keep moving to get the job done. And also I do a lot of team warm-ups. So it's like I said, we do push-ups on the whistle as a team. We do squats in our warm-up as a team. We do abs as a warm-up as a team. So everything we do as a team, and I'm gonna make it tough. Soon as any little piece of detail that gets off track, back to rep one, start it over. And guys in the weight room, oh, this and that, man, come on, y'all boys, like, bickering and stuff. But I'm just creating adverse situations. So when
Yeah.
we do face adversity, it's not new to us. I just did it in weight room fashion versus, oh, we just got a 5-yard penalty. Now we got to back up. We were just at it was just third and 8, 3rd and 7. Now it's third and whatever. So that's just kind of how I do it, man. I create adversity through situations in the weight room so it translates to them mentally while in the weight room, and then on the field, it just comes second nature.
Man, oh man. I love it, Coach. I love it. Coach, if all the players are watching, you got a lot of nicknames, man. We've heard, you got a lot of nicknames. Swipe give you a nickname every day. He's like, man, this is crazy. You guys got to watch Swipe Marshall on TikTok.
TikTok.
Yeah, he goes crazy. Shout out to Swipe, man.
Yeah. Swipe's crazy, man.
Because if you could give him a direct message, man, what would you tell him, man, for this what's coming this off season? I know you guys are in the thick of it, but if you could send a message to the team, what would that sound like?
I tell them straight up, man, like, let's get through spring ball healthy. And when we hit this summer, let's be ready to dominate every day.
Yeah.
Like, we got to win the day every day. And I told them this in the huddle, and this is the same message I sent to them again. If we get 1% better every day for the next year, let's just stretch it out to a year. If we get 1% better every day for the next year, we just got 365% better than we were. That's all we got to do. 1% better every day. I'm not asking for 2%, 3%, just 1% better every day. And we'll be where we need to be, and we'll be the better team. We're already the better football team. We just need to put it all together: weight room, conditioning, speed, change of direction work, and X's and O's. So it all comes together for one common goal, and that's the championship. And that's just what I would tell them, man. 1% better.
Wow, love it, Coach. Couple more questions, and I'm done. Last two. Main thing I have is, Tiger Nation, man. We are a very passionate fan base, very opinionated, outspoken. What would you want the fans to understand, Coach, about the work that's happening right now that's in the dark? I know you said a lot, but before the lights ever come on Saturday, August 20, whatever date that is, the 29th, Nashville, before the lights ever cut on, maybe something you haven't expressed. What would you want the fans to know about the work that's happening in the dark, that they can't see?
Just know these guys are putting in work at a very high level. Very high level. They know what's at stake. They know what we can go do. They know we have the team to go all the way and win the natty. They know we have all the pieces. They know, like, they're leaning on each other, and they're actually, they want to come out and put on a show for them. They want to come put on a show for you all. They want you to cheer them on, and they know that the fans, you all love them. They know it. They're just ready to put it all together. They know it takes time. We have to go through this process of doing this, but come that first Saturday, week 0, we in Nashville, they're prepared to put on a show.
Gotta love it, man. Coach, by the end of the season, what would a physical identity for Jackson State be? Jackson State football. Finish this sentence for me as we close. If we can, look down the road, in season, they say Jackson State is the most blank team in the SWAC, how would you complete that sentence?
Discipline.
Mic drop. You know why, Coach? Because, boy, that 25 team was so damn undisciplined. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Mic drop, mic drop. Hand clap, everybody. What do you mean? Let me get my sound effect. Good gracious alive. I love it.
Yes, sir.
I'm having fun with it, but let me say this, though, in all seriousness. You can tell. I don't want to speak too fast, too soon. You guys, I'm telling y'all right now, everything that Coach said is not, this ain't Coach speak. This isn't for the show. I actually got a chance to walk in there. I'm telling you, it was a sight to see. It was great to behold. Just everything that you said, Coach, I saw that in motion. Player led, guys coming in, the next group coming in a little too loud, and the players, you didn't have to tell them, hey, I see them, hey, y'all tone it down, man. We can't hear what Coach saying. You know what I mean? Hey, man, y'all, hey, it was beautiful, man. I love that because I understand discipline. Like I said, I've won a state championship in junior college. I know what it takes to win a championship. I'm probably not in coaching because I'm crazy in a way, you know what I'm saying? I'm super disciplined. I'm real. I'm real. I get, people know me. They know, Coach, I don't even like people talking to me when the game is going on. That's how, you know what I'm saying? Just a little, the jumping off sides, we got 21 brand ambassadors that represent the collective, and we build relationships with these guys, and I don't like to see pouting. I was telling KT Dub today, and I'm done. I said, you know what I'm ready to see, Coach, and you're going to feel me when I say this. What I'm ready to see most is, can these guys take the coaching? Because it's going to be intense.
Yep.
Ball. It's going to be some choice words being said. You miss an assignment, you're going to get your butt chewed out. I want to see their faces when that's happening. I want to see if they can take the coaching, not put their head down, not be pouting. I want to see when their teammates challenge them to be better. Are you going to have an attitude with your teammate? You're going to pout. It was a lot of that going on last year, but I love what you said. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach TREY, UPTIGROW, new strength and conditioning coach at Jackson State. Coach, man, it was a treat. I appreciate you for coming up. Anything you got left before you pull about this thing, man, for Tiger Nation? Talk to me.
Tiger Nation, man, let's get fired up, man. Cheer these guys on. Keep them in mind. Just know that the work is being put in and it's not in vain. Let's go.
Coach, I appreciate you, man. Listen, we talked about something that we're going to definitely look at. I ain't forgot. We're going to assess it. I'm not going to speak to it just yet, but you know what we're talking about. Appreciate you for coming up. I'm going to give you back your time because I know you got to go. You got to go get on them guys in the morning, man. So all the best to you. Thank you for coming up, man. Good night. And I'm going to see you around soon.
Thank you. I really appreciate you for having me, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Coach
sir.
TREY. All right, everybody. Appreciate that, man. Great time with Coach tonight. Man. That was a treat, wasn't it? Look at this dude said, go Jags. Where y'all going? Hey, go Jags. Man, I tell you what you need to do. You need to go get your coach and tell him to come to damn Baton Rouge. Where y'all coach at? Tell him to take that Nike off and put some Under Armour on. There's something that got the logo on it. Hey, man, we appreciate Coach for coming up tonight. Great time, man. Listen. Your boy been working, man. I've been working a lot lately, and I have earned myself a Friday off. So listen, I'm gonna tell y'all them. Look at the screen. Come here, just a second. I'm gonna take off Friday, but I'm gonna have something for you guys anyway. I won't be on the screen on Friday, but there will be some content that'll be put out there. Like I said, listen. Camp starts on Monday. I think it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I plan on being there to kind of see what's happening. I'm going to try to give you guys the best reports I can from camp, keep you motivated, but there's a lot that's happening. Listen, we're getting ready to head into March Madness. My goal is to have both Coach Mo and Coach Margaret on the show. We want to talk to them as they get ready to finish up the season and get prepared for the tournament, the SWAC tournament. So looking to have both of them on, and just going to continue this thing on in March, starting in March, just like Prime did. Nope, Now you got that wrong. Somebody told you wrong, bucko. I'm gonna tell you something about Prime. You ain't got to like him, but one thing Prime did not do, Prime was never not on brand. He always wore Jackson State stuff. Matter of fact, he wore so much Jackson State stuff, he made you want to. Coach, where did Coach get this from? He always was on site. He was always at the school. He was always wherever he was supposed to be. Y'all went out there and got that sweet and low version of Prime. Trying to monkey see, monkey do. It ain't gonna work. Y'all gonna come to Jackson, first SWAC game of the season, and you're gonna fuck around and find out that it's gonna be 8 in a row. All right? Because you ain't got no quarterback. Just trying to tell you. And boy, this team that we done put together, we done formulated the Monster. I'm just trying to tell you. Off brand. I'm just trying to tell you. That Timu Prime. Prime didn't have no problem with it leaving Colorado to come be a part of y'all team. Man, I ain't got time to be fooling around with y'all, man. I got some stuff that I want to finish up, man. Let me finish up my show, man. Let me finish up my show. All right, y'all, listen. Don't forget, man, you got all the interviews on the channel. Click the link, watch the shows, watch the interviews. We had Jacoby and Morgan sit down with us. The General, yeah, Jeremiah Williams. We had Denario Davenport. Great interview, by the way, I must say. Reed Pulliam don't say a whole lot, but he said a lot in this interview. Go check it out. Go see DeAndre Towns, Blue, man. We love these kids, man. Last but not least, Quincy Ivory. Great interview. Shout out to Austin and his team. Thank you for the support. Thank you for everybody that do what they do. Listen, man, I'm going to go ahead and get up out of this thing. We will have our brand ambassador spotlight starting in March. Every single show. We're going to have an ambassador. Right now, we got 26. So we're going to have 26 shows of ambassadors. We have them to come up, and we're going to introduce you to them, and we'll let them say a few words, man. We're going to drop the link. You're more than welcome to come up and talk. I hadn't heard from y'all in a while. I hadn't dropped the link in a while neither, but I will come back on Monday. We maybe do that. We got Coach Raekwon Bethea coming up soon, very soon. We're going to introduce Coach Ray, our new defensive line coach, and we'll start working through the staff, man, and then we'll work it that way. So again, I'm done. I appreciate you guys, man. Listen, don't forget to share the stream, like the video, comment. You know, we ain't talking about you haters. Forget y'all. But nevertheless, man, don't forget, man, get signed up. We got a new gold member. So shout out to the gold member that just signed up tonight. I'm not gonna put your name out there. But look, the link is pinned to the chat. Get signed up, family. Do not lose the momentum. Let's keep it rocking and rolling. We are the standard, okay? Also, don't forget, man, click that link. Go get your socks. We got a few. We still got a nice little pack of 3 packs that's available. Every pair of socks that's purchased. Listen, I understand the price point may be. Look, I know you can go to Walmart and get some socks, but you can't go to Walmart and get no KC-1400 collective socks with the 6-fit. With the athletic compression that feel good to your feet. Understand what I'm saying? This is a premium sock for a premium cause. What does that cause? For every pair of socks, 3 packs that you purchase, a portion of the proceeds is going to go back into the collective, okay? So we appreciate your support. We're trying to get these partnerships. We got some more partnerships coming down the pipe. Again, thank you to everyone. Appreciate your LB. The link is in the chat. Go ahead and click that link if you haven't purchased any. Thank you for the support. Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, I'm done. I'm gonna take Friday out, man. I might go to the Improv. I think it's some, I got to get my comedy in. I will say this in closing though. I'm gonna have a very transparent moment as I get ready to close. This will be my little monologue. I want you guys to know, you know what I'm saying? We're persevering. We're 1 month. We're not even. I think not even a month. Close to a month from seeing our dear brother, you know what I'm saying, transition. And it's still hard. It really is. We appreciate the work. It's so hard to do this without bro, but it does get easier and easier each day. But it's been tough. It's been very tough. And I mean very tough. A lot of times I don't want to do it. I don't want to get on the screen. I don't want to continue. I don't want to proceed, but I always think about, you know what I'm saying, what bro would do, and seeing the work that he did and the blueprint that he laid. And I keep going, I keep pressing, and I keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? The work keeps you distracted, and it means everything to you guys. It means everything to me if you guys support what we're doing. Not begging for no attention, but I just want you guys to understand that it ain't as easy as it looks, especially not now. Even I know all the fellas in the chat have said it's just different now. So, you know, just because we don't talk about it don't mean we're not dealing with it. And it definitely, I'm seeing the effects of it more and more as we continue and proceed. So I appreciate all of you guys, man. I appreciate all the inboxes. I appreciate the random texts, folks checking in, just making sure you all good. I say that to say this. Check on your strong friends, man. Check on your peoples. You know what I'm saying? If you got that friend you hadn't talked to in a minute, just reach out, man. Reach out, spread love, man. You know what I'm saying? And if you battling, try not to do it in silence. Go talk to somebody, man. Come on out and see the sunshine. You know, go do something. Go to the mall and walk around or something. I'll just do something. You know what I mean? If you can, you know. But stay the course, and just keep pushing, man. Keep pushing. There's a lot of people going through a lot of different things, and not everything is going to be spoken. So I appreciate all y'all, man. I appreciate every little bit of it, man. I do not take it for granted. I'm only saying that even though you're seeing me do all this work, I have, man, boy, I said some things in that platinum chat today, and I meant every word of that. You know, Monday was rough. It may not look like it. I appreciate Blue for coming on, but enjoyed that show with him. But I was, you know, you fight with just wanting to walk away from it all, man. Just go do something different, because this is just, that's how hard this is to do without him being there. So I my only way of dealing with some stuff is through expression. I used to be that person that I just be quiet and try to hold everything in. For what? You know, I say it in hopes that maybe it might prick someone to express maybe something that they're dealing with. I deal with things head on. You get what I'm saying? I ain't finna ball up like no roly-poly and go turn the lights off and be quiet. No, I'm gonna be loud. You know, I'm gonna ask for help if I need some help. You know what I mean? But stay the course, stay vigilant, continue to support. Appreciate you guys, man. I will be back live on Monday. I made the decision. I was saying maybe I'll come on Friday. No, I'm not coming on live Friday, but there will be some content on the channel, man. And if it ain't none on the channel, man, watch the interviews if you hadn't. Share the interviews. It'll be plenty out there to talk about it, and plenty out there to appreciate. So, again, I'll get prepared for camp starting on Monday, and I cannot wait to come and give you guys a camp report. We'll do the post-camp practice recaps, and we'll talk about our ambassadors. So that's all I got for tonight. Thank you guys for all that you do. I love. Go Tigers. Peace out, everybody.
Hello? What it do, bro? Man, what's up, baby? I'm down here in the NO, man, working this HBCU Legacy Bowl.
Man, big dog.
What's up with that order? So we got 6 players down here this year.
Oh, yeah, we're going to make it happen, man. Just let me put my spin on it. All right, bet.
You look like Rick Deuce, man.
Hey, another play.
Ken? That ain't Rick Deuce. What up, Deuce?
Nah, we got to switch this up.
Hey, hold on one second. Public figures.
Yeah, you clean now. Yeah.
On the field, we bring the energy. Ready to go.
field, I build my brand.
At Jackson State, we make it happen.
Stage tell one story, my brand tells another.
This is Jackson State. This is family.
This is the KC-1400 Collective. Tiger Nation, we need each of you to join the movement.
Be the team behind the team.
Support our NIL collective. Get signed up today.
Visit www.KC1400collective.com. VI Love, Go Tigers.
ShoutRx is bringing healthcare to you. With our mobile health team, we can come to your school, church, or business to take care of you. We offer childhood immunizations, COVID and flu vaccinations, physicals, and much more. Don't put your health off. Welcome to Care and Compassion. Welcome to ShoutRx.
Wait. Before I go any further, hey, if you haven't done so already, make sure you get some of that cat head vodka and get down with KC-1400. Hey, go over there and sponsor with them guys, man. Go ahead, pitch in. Tell a friend, tell them, make sure you get you some of that cat head. Hey, go support KC-1400. Get you some of that cat head vodka for real.
Hey, this True Thompson. True, you gotta get word for Tiger Nation, man. I love y'all. Tiger Nation. VI Love, Go Tigers, baby. Appreciate you.